What's going on, guys? I came across something and I just want to make a quick video. It's going to show a really big damage buff, mainly for warlocks. You can really use it on any class, but the warlock has a little extra added bonus here. What we're working with is Izanagi's Burden, and the Temptation's Hook. Also a couple of different mods. One mod that we're going to be looking for is the Taking Charge mod, where you become charged with light when you pick up an orb. And the seasonal mod from the Prismatic Recaster, the Lucent Blade, which, when charged with light, dealing damage with the sword gives you bonus sword damage for 5 seconds, which is pretty cool, but this particular mod is broken right now, or bugged, so to speak. What happens is whenever that perk procs, you actually get bonus damage to every weapon. And then, of course, the transversive steps for the warlock, and I'll show you why here in a minute. So, anybody that has Izanagi's knows you can hold the reload and you get your honed edge, giving you a one shot of big damage. Now here's where the transversive steps come in. Once you have your honed edge, if you sprint, you can see my gun just reload. Now, you're not going to get 4 honed edge shots, but you will have a honed edge and then 3 shots right after it of regular ammo, which really pumps up the damage numbers. Specifically for, bosses, champions, probably even the garden boss, which is what I'm considering here. I think that'd be pretty good strat. Let me go ahead and get rid of this over real quick. Alright. So, what we need to do to start this. Actually, I want to show you some damage numbers here. So I've got my honed edge on a fresh ogre. 59,582. That's exactly what that shot just gave me. Okay. Now let's see a regular shot of Izanagi's. 12,446. Alright, let's reload this. Get my honed edge. And I'm gonna sprint, okay. Alright, now for this proc to get charged with light, so I'm gonna pick up the charge. Okay, so I've got 2 charges here. Now, what I'm gonna do, and the good thing about Temptation's Hook is you can use this at range, because the spin shot will count as a sword hit. Right? Now, one thing to keep in mind, I did test it. If you have any other mods on here, like high energy fire or anything like that, it will cancel out. So you can't have any of those active. And if you take a look at my Temptations, it actually works out really well because I've got Vorpal Weapon on it. So I'm already going to get some more boss damage. But take a look at what happens whenever this procs. So I'm going to throw the spin attack at the ogre. Once it hits, it's going to proc the Lucent Blade, which is going to give me some extra damage. As soon as that happens, I'm going to switch over to my Izanagi's and hit him with the honed edge shot. Alright, see the keened on the left? Boom, 80,435. So that's an extra almost 21,000 damage, and it just one-shot that ogre. Between the damage from my sword and the Vorpal Weapon, and that one shot from Izanagi's, totally just one-shot him. Now, just for comparison, because you're gonna say, well, you have well radius. So let's take a look at a well. What happens? Here's a honed shot with a whip. 74, 447. So I do more damage with the sword and the honed edge than I do with the well and a honed edge. That could really, really come in handy for, you know, Master, Grandmaster Nightfalls, bosses, strike bosses, champions, you name it. But just wanted to throw this together, that way you guys can see what I'm talking about here. Sometimes it's a little easier to see it than it is to read about it and try to figure out what's going on. Alright, good deal.